Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bitcoin Wells channel, Canada's non-custodial Bitcoin company, forefronting the industry as always, Chief Executive Officer Adam O'Brien. Welcome back, sir.
Hello, thanks again.
And always a pleasure to have you. So last time we touched base on your background, some of the team you're working with, you gave us a little bit of insight into Bitcoin Well itself, but I want to further expand on exactly what you guys are doing within the company there. Now, I noticed there was kind of a few major proponents on the website for Bitcoin Well. I gathered you kind of have this big ATM business, which kind of has two aspects to it with kind of the software side and kind of just everything going on with that. And then obviously kind of the stability and exposure without the underlying volatility as well. I don't want to skew that up too much. So I want you to kind of break down that ATM side of the business. Where are these things located? How do they work? How does the software come into play? And just tell us anything that is relevant.
Yeah, the ATM network is a transactional business. So regardless of the price of Bitcoin, as long as people want to buy or sell Bitcoin, these ATMs have value. Truly a transactional business, frankly, eliminating the Bitcoin price from the equation. We charge a flat fee as well as take a percentage of the transaction as part of our revenue model. So this retail engine allows users to walk up to the machine, insert cash, and receive Bitcoin in less than 8 seconds. It is truly the fastest way to buy Bitcoin. And because it's non-custodial, because it's direct to consumer, it is one of the safest ways to buy Bitcoin as well. Very, very easy to use, and really creating this initial purchase and the initial experience for the customer. I think that lots of people have barriers with. I was actually out for dinner with a gentleman, an investor last night, and he was saying that his barrier to entry is so significant, signing up to a website, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas at the ATM, it's really simple. People are familiar with machines, and people are familiar with using machines. And I think the Bitcoin ATMs truly allow that kind of first entry into the space. And then on the other side of things, the engine that powers those ATMs, we brought that in-house last year, and it's called Ghost ATM. And Ghost ATM is the software that powers the Bitcoin ATM. Where this benefit is, I think, long-term, is we know that as a retailer, we will never be able to capture 100% of the retail market. However, not dissimilar to how Amazon did AWS, we have this technology that we know works and that we know we wanted to do, and we can sell that to the other retailers in the space. Similarly to how Amazon had this behemoth of a retail network, and they needed better infrastructure to power that network, so they built AWS. And at the same time, we had this massive Bitcoin ATM network, and we want it to do more. Our Bitcoin ATM network should be able to do more than just buy and sell Bitcoin. And we brought that technology in-house. We're currently building and enhancing the usability of these machines. And having that software in-house is what's allowing us to expand the ATM network so greatly. We have our new partner program that was deployed last year, and the partners that are coming on board are looking to expand their ATM network significantly, where we become the technology partner, we become the operating partner, and they simply deploy the machines, they deploy the capital, and they manage the host relationships. This is truly, I think, a symbiotic relationship where we're able to do what we do best, which is technology and management of Bitcoin infrastructure, and they're able to capitalize on the hardware that they already have. So really a win-win having both sides of the business in-house.
Yeah, and I was going to ask on 2 points there. So as you kind of expand these out, where are people going to be running into these? What does that expansion exactly look like? And the second thing there was you said that you're trying to kind of streamline the process to actually buying Bitcoin. So if somebody doesn't have, say, a Bitcoin wallet or an exchange like some of the ones that exist here in Canada, when they go in and put that money in, where is that Bitcoin going to be going to? Or through the ATM, does it set them up a wallet, an account? Can you kind of just expand on the kind of process behind that as well?
Definitely. So to answer your last question first, you need a Bitcoin wallet to use the machine. This is the safest way to buy Bitcoin. And at current, the machine doesn't allow you to transact without a Bitcoin wallet. We have our proprietary open source, or the Bitcoin technology is open source. It's called the Rise wallet, rebranding to the Well wallet later this quarter. And that's a non-custodial mobile wallet app that you're able to download for free. You're able to set up your Bitcoin wallet and transact with the machines. Over time, the Well wallet will integrate really, really nicely with the machines. And that is but one of the mobile wallets that you're able to use at the machine. Virtually any Bitcoin wallet will work at the machine. Now, going back to where are people going to run into these things, we place them primarily in shopping centers and cafes and convenience stores. We find that locations that have long hours that make people feel safe and that are quick and easy to get to and plentiful are kind of the benefits there. So we found that coffee shops have long hours, good parking, people are able to walk in, use the machine quickly. The cafe owners, of course, see a value there. They have lots of foot traffic, and our pitch is it's our job to get the customer into the door, and then your delicious muffins, your nice smelling baking, your nice smelling coffee, etc. That drives them to make a purchase once they're in the cafe, etc., etc. At shopping centers, it's phenomenal advertising. We see this as more of a brand awareness play. We have a location, for example, Cross Iron Mills in Calgary, number of different Ivanhoe shopping centers in Ontario, and frankly, Ivanhoe shopping centers across Canada, where there's tens of thousands of eyeballs passing the machine every single day across the shopping centers. People looking at the Bitcoin Well brand, and similar to kind of like the realtor bus bench marketing, they're seeing our brand in the malls. They're learning it's a trusted brand, and we are becoming their number one source for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency in the future.
That's awesome. So yeah, just expanding a little farther here as well. I encourage anybody to go on the website itself, because you guys kind of offer a little bit of heat map there. Do you want to talk a little bit about how many currently exist out there and what kind of that expansion looks like moving forward?
Yeah, we're currently operating over 200 Bitcoin ATMs across Canada. With the help of our partner network, we see that growing to over 600 machines this year. And the way we're going to do that is by partnerships as amplified by the Rapid Cash announcement just a few months ago. Rapid Cash was our very first partner ATM. They deployed their first machine in December of 2020. Throughout 2021, they deployed 45 more. And recently they announced a partnership with Canco, which is going to result in 100 more ATMs deployed through the Rapid Cash partner network. Our plan is to sign up a number of more partner networks very similar to the Rapid Cash network, which is going to amplify the amount of Bitcoin ATMs that we're operating across Canada.
That's awesome. So just to kind of step back a little bit, I think you've given us some great insight into what you guys are operating there. But excuse me, from a macroeconomics circumstance here, what's obviously on retail investors' minds is obviously this kind of hyperinflated market. Kind of got a lot of COVID going on. Is a lot of this affecting the business in any way? And if so, how?
Not at the moment. I think that people are looking at Bitcoin as a safe haven. So if anything, it's putting more eyeballs on Bitcoin. And frankly, Bitcoin is becoming more of a safe haven, even than gold in some parts of the country. I think that what we're going to see from the retail market over the next few months is a lot of waiting on institutions. I think that in 2021, institutions really for the first time took a serious look at Bitcoin. And it's my opinion that lots of institutions purchase Bitcoin, put it on their balance sheet as a safe haven. That's going to come out in 2022 earnings season. So it's come February, March, April, when these big businesses are releasing their Q4 and their year-end earnings, they're going to be showing their balance sheets, and they're going to be showing, hey, we used to have 100 million in cash on the books. Now we have 70 million in cash and 30 million in Bitcoin. And I think that once the I'm using hypothetical numbers here. And I'm not saying we have that. I'm saying, generically institutions as an example. And I think that once the retail market sees institutions coming into the space in that big way, coming in with diamond hands and holding Bitcoin for longevity, I think that they're going to continue looking for ways to buy. Frankly, other than our Bitcoin savings plan, there was nothing easier than walking up to a machine with $100, dumping it in the machine and receiving Bitcoin into your own wallet. This is truly the safest way to buy Bitcoin. And I think that we're going to continue seeing increased usage at the machines.
That's incredible to hear. I really appreciate your time today, Adam.
Thanks so much.
On that note, folks, if you ever have any questions, always let us know what you think in that comment section below. So eventually we can do an investor Q&A with Adam down the road. Subscribe for those future updates as the news comes down the wire, but stay cool, stay awesome, and I look forward to catching you in the next one.